Okay,
I'm just eating right
so
now. So
do we want to do another recap, I guess, or a quick one since we didn't really have any like in between talk sessions, and I imagine we're going to kind of start with conversations since I know it was an option, but like it's kind of hard to have private conversations, I guess, in a bed, like what is more or less a bedroom, um, with
I mean,
everyone
if you guys have
surrounding.
telepathy,
Quick, Ellie, under the bed. We'll talk under there. No one can hear you when you're under the bed.
I get the reference. I get the magic tavern. Quick under the table. Oh, wow.
Yep.
They play on that so much, and I love it. Anyway,
It's so good.
so who wants a quick recap? It shouldn't be much because a lot of the last session was still the kind of last like puzzle bit, but
We played with balls for like 2 hours.
Yep, there it was.
That's it. We
yeah,
played with balls and summoned a spooky void girl.
You know, I could
It was
make that
actually a
worse, and I'm
nice-
not going to. I'm going to leave that.
Probably for the best.
and the girl just seems so nice.
And we all hate Absinthe for the millionth time this session, this campaign.
And Andros is a hypocrite, but okay.
So
That too.
yeah, there's that.
I mean, not really, but sure.
That's totally something Andros would say.
Uh-huh. You know, sometimes art imitates life.
What can I say?
So yes, there was a series of riddles and puzzles involving spheres that needed to be they had words on them. No, the letters on them that needed to be arranged into four-letter words that corresponded to the riddles. And solving that, going through various traps and whatnot, we eventually came to find Ellie inside of her room, the Void Girl, who had been plaguing this area of the old keep, and she was here to perform trials in order to prepare those who would try and slay the void beast that Grumbar kept in stasis and Dunmorok. And at the end of everyone trying to ask questions, it is revealed that Absinthe had took upon himself to also become the emissary of the void at some point, and also his sister that was sacrificed to the Nine Hells by his mother dearest apparently fused with the beast some couple weeks ago. Hence why the barrier that Grunbar had been putting up was being slowly drained, most likely. And our intrepid heroes are gearing up for what next is up.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you guys bit more as well that you guys kind of learned with Ellie kind of revealing her relationship to Olared, kind of a little bit. We got into a little bit of their history and what had happened those years past. She also gave you, as kind of your level up, she gave you the ability to respect, because you guys have sent me what changes you've made. The ability to go through all of that, as well as giving you each her mark. If you chose to receive it, which I believe everyone did. I don't think anyone told me they refused it. So.
Which, do we know what that does yet, or?
Nope.
Okay.
But, yeah, a lot of emotional moments. So, we'll pick up kind of right off the middle there. Like I said, I was unfortunately kind of in the middle of talking because the whole time hop, losing an hour and all that jazz. But, what do you guys want to do? You're in the room with Ellie at this point. She has opened the doors again, so the way out is available to you. Yeah.
I would have Evian come forward and just kind of like kneel, like almost crouching almost to a kneeling point, and just kind of like sit in front of her. Um, and like kind of just clearing her throat, and she just says, "I'm sorry for calling you a bitch earlier, but no offense or anything. I felt really bad now." uh, but I do have a couple questions, if you don't mind answering them for me. I know things are a little, how would you say, tense at the moment for everyone in the room. But yeah, if you don't mind me asking.
She clutches at the Minotaur plush that
Where do you
she's been
think you're
carrying and
going?
just nods her head at you.
Stop the Batman! Stop him!
Uh, if you
Holy
said that
Batman.
you were created by Olared, do you have any idea of these people that are mentioned? An Eldwin who Alderete said looks up to her as like an older brother, or a name called Faust of any way?
Pa always mentioned Elwyn in his books when he told the stories to Ulred. I never met him myself, though.
So you only know them through Pa's stories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, but you don't know exactly what happened to Olared. You just know that she's gone and she's quiet.
She looks down, her eyes, again, kind of fill with a bit of sadness. I know she went up there, and I couldn't sense her anymore.
Hmm. Have you ever tried going upstairs?
I've tried. I can't get past the stairs.
Hmm. Well, that is a little discomforting. As what we mentioned before, we might have an idea where Olarid might be, and we may be able to save her. But if we do save her, and through this, s- un, well, choose this right or whatever, but if we do save her, do you know if you would be still tied to her, or, I mean, since you are part of the void and we're trying to take her out of it?
She just gives you a kind of an exaggerated shrug, the kind like, a small child would give. I don't know. I don't have the answers to that. All I know is I just want her to be happy. I don't like what's happened. And I don't know if I'll see her again. Whether you succeed or fail, you just can't leave things be.
Evan kind of like bites her lip a little bit, kind of like trying to think of the next words to say, and she's like, um, well, we all want her to be happy, and, and we don't want you to be gone as well. Hopefully, if we save her, we could possibly save you.
She sniffles a little bit, but then kind of steadies herself, and she looks up at you and gives you a very beaming smile. She already saved me. I have a name. I'm not like what I was before. I'm Ellie now.
Well, I what I mean by save is like you get to be with her, and not trapped down here anymore.
That'll be good. If I do get to see her again, we can play all sorts of games again. Go play hide and seek. Play with Mr. Mino here, and she shakes her doll. Just like old times.
Shoot the ballista at strangers?
Well, I hope that does happen, and hopefully we do achieve that.
Did you say that out loud, Alden, by the way?
Oh.
Sorry.
But again, sorry for calling you a bitch earlier. It was more out of a pre-context of since you were shooting arrows at my friends.
She gives you a very puzzled look of sorts. That's a tough one. I know I'm supposed to be a kid. That's what I was made to be, but I'm also an entity of, well, the void. So I guess it really has no meaning. My name is Ellie, no matter what you call me.
And we'll stick with Ellie. No other offensive words or anything. Nothing attached to nothingness. You are Ellie. She kind of awkwardly taps her on the shoulder, kind of thing.
She again just kind of gives you a very small grin as she pulls the Minotaur doll closer.
Well, in any case, I'm going to help. I will help you, Ellie. I really will. And hopefully my friends will do the same after we calm down a little. And hopefully we'll be back soon. And play some games with you a little bit more. Ones that are not that dangerous.
Okay. I'll try to tone them down a little bit. Though you gotta admit, it was kind of fun, right?
Um, I will say it was adrenaline pumping, but it was also life threatening. uh, I guess it depends on your definition of fun.
Okay, next time we'll just play hide and seek.
Sounds good. And she'll just get out of her crouching position and kind of like gently shuffle her hair a little bit and kind of like looks around the room to see what everyone else is doing and just taking a side step away from Ellie, kind of like, okay.
Apparently just blasting, like, My Chemical Romance and hiding in corners.
Right, is everyone ready to go? Or are we just going to take a few more minutes and
Yes,
collect our thoughts?
seriously. Nobody here trusts you. I'm not letting you get near a door to run away.
Oh no.
We're I think that there's an unspoken, a very uneasy piece with you right now, Absinthoss. So unfortunately, it's going to be eggshells for a little bit. Maybe through this entire fight that we have coming, but doesn't that seem a little, called for in your case? Brett? You muted?
Nas is expressing frustration as he's struggling to find words.
It's not so much frustration on my part, although some may feel a great deal of frustration. He kind of halfway glances over to Andros. But more, I think everybody would just be... It's going to take some time for us to fully kind of trust that you have the group's best interests in mind.
Because my mother sent my sister to hell.
No,
And
it's
now
it's because you constantly lie about things. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Is anyone able to cut in between you
Sure.
two guys?
Sure.
sure, yeah.
But I mean, you're a powerful part of the group, so I for one don't want to just call it quits and be what may. We. It seems somewhat like your interests are aligned with ours. It's just, you know, nobody's really sure.
Ramsaz is thinking to himself, like, what more?
Yeah, I
He
mean,
composes himself.
yeah, it's a tough one because there's not a whole lot you can do, and I recognize that. I don't know if everybody's going to give you a lot of leeway, but we'll just keep going, and boy, we're gonna be in for something real soon here, and just you know, please don't kill us all. Sorry, I don't know why I find this funny, but it's sorry.
I think his last intentions are for us to kill us.
Well, I'm glad somebody feels that way.
Yeah, because I know at least when I die, I get sent straight to hell. Who knows where you
You're
all
not
go?
going to die. And she's like, grasps your shoulder firmly.
Oh, I'll
Definitely
give you.
shocking
I'll
that
give you
shoulder.
two a moment. I'll.
Anybody got a deck of cards?
Perhaps a deck of many things.
Careful, Zidane.
The cursed one.
You might want to get out of there.
Absent thoughts.
You're hilarious, Alton, but seriously,
I can't hear you anymore. I'm leaving.
you're right there, Alton. You're the...
No, I'm gonna go over here and talk to Thamor.
Oh no, he's going under the bed. He's hiding under the bed.
I can still
Under
see you.
No, you can't. Ellie, I'm not under here. We're playing hide and seek. Shh.
She gives you the most quizzical look. Aren't you too old to be playing hide and seek?
Oh, that hurts. Ouch. Twist the knife, why don't you?
You're still in the guise of an old dwarf.
I'm not that old.
He's a priest.
Somewhat.
Andrew snirks in against that's sitting at the stairs at that comment.
But no, seriously, absent thoughts. You're not gonna be. No one's gonna be dying on anyone's watch. We all have everybody's bags. It's just we talked about this earlier. You just gotta. I know it's troubling, but it's better to be honest from here on.
Even as it paints a target on their back.
Even if there is a target on your back.
Their back, remember.
Well,
I guess mine too, now that the secret's out.
it's better to be honest, and now that we all have the intentions of what your mother may have, and what the supposable outcome will be of the void or whatever, it's better that it's out and we all are aware of it, but that just means we can always look out for each other.
And for what it's worth, Absenthoss, you are always welcome in my house. You never were unwelcome.
That would make Galaran very interesting, to say the least. But I appreciate the openness from you.
So, are you going to get up off your feet, or are we going to continue cowering in the corner still?
Absatha stands to his feet and brings out his hex-bladed polearm. Well, I think at least I learned some little bit from watching you as he transforms his hex blade into a longbow.
She kind of like blinks in response and she's like, "Oh, that's interesting. You would think you would take after Thaymore, not me." And she's like rubbing the back of her neck and uh right. Anyways, let's get going. And she quickly just sidesteps away.
Kidnap the small child.
Insert that one picture of the what's his face? Like the I don't remember what the guy's name is. The serious look of like we need to have a chat kind of dude.
Chris Hansen.
I think so, yeah.
Why don't you have a seat over here?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sedan. It means a lot.
I know that I don't know what's the human saying. Seem like I have two good shoes, goody shoes, but
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
good grief.
Sorry. Anyway.
I seem like, as humans say, I have two good shoes, but, well, I don't have that great of a past either. It doesn't necessarily follow me around like yours does, but, well, at least so far it hasn't.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Isn't family wonderful?
Well, the rest of my family is actually quite agreeable. Father is a blast, which I'm sure Andros will. Much she hates my mother, she'll love my father. Grandparents are, well, one
Sure,
is
you were
charming.
really, really quiet, unfortunately.
Oh,
Is
probably
it just
'cause I'm a
me?
little bit. Grandmother is quite sweet, and grandfather is just really, really quiet.
Hi, Ellie. This is my true form.
Sorry to try not to interrupt people doing things, but okay, yeah, if you do you like change in front, or you just like you actually like activate the ring wall under the bed and then just come out as Alton?
Number 2, yep.
Number
Oh my
2?
god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
She gives a jump back and clutches the doll closer to her chest, and looks fearfully at you, and then cocks her head very quizzically as she recognizes the mark on your hand that she'd given you.
I didn't mean to
Oh, you didn't-
startle you. Sorry.
Oh, so you can change your form.
Yeah, I thought you might be able to see through my original one, though. I'm surprised that you couldn't.
It's not my power.
Good to know. That's actually one of the reasons why I did this, is because I was hoping you could tell me a little bit about entity that, you know, we're all here to combat. Do you know anything about it?
She shuffles like she kind of like shuffles her feet on the ground, like taking one foot and kind of like digging at the floor. It's very, very strong. I've never seen it, but if I try to get too close, I can feel it pulling at me, trying to.
He sits on the edge of the bed.
I can feel it pulling, trying to get my will to join its own.
So would you say that that's probably its strongest quality, is it influences those around it to join it?
I don't know. Do you feel compelled to join it?
I don't even know what it is. This is the first encounter I've had of a being that's actually from the void itself. Is you?
Mm. The things you fought down here were playthings I've pulled from the void. This thing is much stronger,
Aye, but I
with a
didn't have
will of
much
its own
chance to
now.
talk to them.
They didn't have wills of their own.
Right. So that's sort of, why I'm asking you, because I'd like to learn a little bit about where you come from and maybe how to prepare ourselves for what's to come.
Mm.
Is there a lot of in the void where you remember? Is there a lot of that type of? I suppose you could call it competition for will between things.
She starts to speak, and then you can see her getting very visibly frustrated with trying to form words here.
Mm-hmm.
Before she finally kind of sits down, and you see her wave her hands, and the marks appear on her arm, and you see a pile of snow appear on the floor.
Huh.
And she goes, "Hey, I don't know how much you know about the void, or really how any of it planes, but imagine that before what you would call the void, before anything, everything was like this snow. Just, it was and it wasn't. There wasn't anything unique, but yet there was. And then and you see her reach in with a stick, sticks it into the snow, kind of breathes for a second, and then pulls it out. And she pulls out a frozen, like, popsicle. And then I create something. This new thing is unique. It has a name. It's different. It's new. But what it leaves behind, and she looks down at the snow and you see the hole, is what you would now call the void. But is it the void? And then she crushes the popsicle and throws it back into the snow, where it kind of piles on top. It doesn't fill the hole, kind of just shuffles around a bit. It can never really be the same, can it? And yet that's what it tries to seek. But in doing so would eliminate everything that was created. I should want that.
Has it always been like
But
that?
as far as I can remember. But my memory, it is weird to say, but my memory is only that of when I was pulled in and named.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. It certainly doesn't seem like there's anything that one could do to just bargain with this void, negotiate. Seems like it would be, if your description is apt, more or less mindless.
The entities pulled but not given name are, in a sense, mindless, looking only to fill the hole, the collective, you know, as, in a sense, as nature would intend.
Ooh.
But when given a name, given uniqueness, given creation, it's whoever the creator, the wisher, the willer is the one who decides. Much
I
like
wonder.
how, and she looks over at you, Absinthoss, and kind of points meekly, how you're able to do what you do. The void is shaped by the meaning and the will, and the intent of the one drawing upon it. It resists, but If you do it, you can create popsicles too.
Drew, I had a troubling thought though. What if, in naming such a powerful thing, you've actually made something worse? Maybe that's just what happened in this ritual.
She nods grimly at you. I fear that's probably whatever was up there was not unified. A collection of anger, a collection of fear, a collection of so many wishes and wants and desires. Until that time, something came, something unified them all, and it now has a name. I don't know its name, but it still whispers as it slowly breaks its bonds.
That's not scary at all. Well, that was helpful. Thank you. I think I
She
understand a
nods,
little better.
and she kind of and as you kind of I guess turn, she grabs at your sleeve and kind of looks at you very like sternly. Do you think I'm evil?
Do you think you're evil?
By Ellie's definition and the books and stories that Pa has told? No.
Well, that's not an all truth, but it's certainly a good step. I think that there's true evil in this world, but that true evil never questions itself. So I think there's a
Why
very
do you
good
doubt your
chance that
friend who uses the same thing I do?
that isn't a
His
reason
intent
to
is this.
categorically declare him to be evil. There is such a thing as redemption.
She lets go of your sleeve and just slowly nods. I just want things to be okay again.
What do you think will happen to you if this thing leaves? Will you still be here?
I hope so. I would love to see Olared again. But if I'm not, well, who knows? Maybe now with a name, I can make a wish of my own and go wherever Olared goes after all this is done.
Maybe. Admittedly, this is not my area of expertise, but as far as I see your intentions, I understand you, I think, and maybe your wishes. And you seem forthright. If a little
I
naive.
learned it from Olared.
Sure. For the length of time that you've been down here, your mannerisms are still that of a child. It's a little off-putting because I think you're quite a bit older than what I would consider to be a human child's age.
I never had a chance to grow up or learn what it meant to grow up.
Are you capable of that?
Perhaps if I knew. I am as I remember Olared naming me and playing with me, and when she was gone, I didn't know what other form to take.
Well, you have a assortment here to guide your thoughts. Have you talked with everyone here yet?
Not yet. But I think I'll stay this way until I see what happens to Olared. Because if she's grown up, then I'll grow up too, and I'll follow her look. If she hasn't, then she'll remember me.
I think she'll remember you just fine. Last place I remember seeing her was just upstairs. And I'm sorry to say, but we're all fighting right now to free her from a sort of. Well, she's being protected. I think is the way that Grimbar would say it. So there was a ritual that I think you might have been a part of, or at least been next to, and there was a great earthen elemental king summoned, and he's now protecting the citizenry of Dunmorok by essentially turning them to stone. And unfortunately, Ulred was one of the first, I think, to be protected in such a way.
She just frowns at that a bit. Well, go tell that meanie Earthen Lord to let her go, then.
I think we aim to. But I also think that he is a very powerful individual, and we could use his help to either satiate or banish this great one, this great void, which is the reason that he was summoned in the first place. But he doesn't seem to have done it himself. He seems to just have encased this thing. And as you say, it's gradually but very surely slipping its bonds.
Well, okay, I'll go fight the presence, the greater presence, and then if I'm still here, I'll go tell the Earthen Lord myself to let her go.
I think we'd like that.
She just gives you a very like stout, kind of firm look, kind of over dramatically, like pursing her lips
cute.
at you, like.
That's really cute. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna be quiet for a second.
Oh, good. No, she was just giving you that look, like she knows what she's saying. She's like, she can't march up to the void entity, but she'll march up to the Earthen Lord. It can't, he doesn't have a presence that would literally meld with her.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I'll be quiet to let other people kind of talk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like there's some others.
There's a slap fight going on over here.
Oh no.
It's not much of a slap fight. I mean,
Why is it always you two?
what do you mean?
Motions to chat.
Wait, no. Why are you doing this, Andros? Zidane just put out that fire, damn it.
Somebody needs to be a leader here. I don't really want to do it.
So far, it's been Andros.
Dan, have you heard of backdraft before?
Kaboom!
Anderson stands up and meets Evian's gaze and steps away from her and toward the bed, toward Ellie.
She just steps aside and lets you go.
Right. Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, give me a moment. What exactly are we expecting to see up there? When we release this entity, do you have any idea what we're up against?
One sec.
Okay, Evian's going to take care of it.
Okay.
She's got this.
No, she gives you. She looks at you a bit sadly, like disappointed in herself. Like, I don't know what it is exactly. All I know is it's big, angry.
The last time we fought someone with void powers or whatever, they turned into some gore of a horrific demon creature. Is that something this Madeline might be turning into, or again, from what I was overhearing, it sounds like the void can just manifest into whatever the fuck it wants, or whatever's controlling it.
Depends on the will and the strength of the one that's unified them. They
Right.
could appear as themselves, or they could give themselves a new form, or if they give themselves unto the void, they may just lose control. Then I don't know what would happen.
Explain that point to me. Give yourself over to the void. There's something about that I don't understand, because obviously you came from the void and you're not evil. You're a little girl, for fuck's sake. Sorry.
She points at the collection of snow again. You heard what I talked about before, right?
Vaguely, sorry.
Well, all of this is under the thought that the person in control is giving will and shape to these new objects. But if you were to surrender your mind over, to lose the ability to control it, and flood back into that hole, that rush of power, uncontrolled, wild, who knows what kind of things would fill it and come pouring out into the opening left by that thing. And she just kind of like kicks over at the snow, and you just see it, collapse in on the hole, overfilling it.
Right, so the void by itself is just a collection of chaos.
Something like that. Chaos, but there's also serenity in it.
Sounds like there's a lot of power tied up in there.
A lot of regret, probably as well. All this was caused by wishes. People wanting something to change. Wanting so hard that they willed it into being. I mean, bites his tongue. For ship's sake, I mean, that dragon, from what we've been told, that thing used to be a protector of the realm. Now it's here destroying everything because it got pissed off that people didn't like it anymore.
So, I mean, we've confronted Aristamore, and he seemed to be a part of the ritual in some way, shape, or form. But the rest of Grimlock's kind of party, I mean, do we think that one of them might have been the key to turning this summoning, almost as it were, into a negative event where maybe Grimlock, was trying to do it through Ulred to bring about a positive effect on the city? I don't know. I'm just spinning a yarn here to try and see if we can figure out maybe what it wants, or what kind of entity it would present itself as.
Well, from what we understood, Ulred was the one that broke the ritual. I don't know
Oh,
if she was
really?
trying to
Oh,
if she was trying to save Grimlock, or if
maybe
she
it
was
was
trying to
Grimlock.
save. Hmm.
Maybe it was Grimlock that couldn't deal with it. Maybe this. Maybe. Hmm. That's a dark thought. Maybe they were sacrificing Ulred.
Let's just say You remember that spectre in the book?
Yeah.
He seemed to convey that he wasn't, or they weren't involved at all in what happened here. This was all
Oh.
Grimlock. So
Yeah,
I
maybe it
wonder
was
if he
him.
was either trying to protect Olared, trying to protect Ellie, or perhaps Olared had some. It doesn't seem like ulterior motive, but perhaps she was trying to convey that, just like Ellie, the void isn't necessarily evil. It can be reasoned with, maybe? I don't know. All I know is we've got to get up there and talk with her. Talk with Grimlock.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I agree. Ellie, are you going to stay down here?
Have to.
Oh, you still can't move?
Can't make it past the stairs.
Okay.
Otherwise, tries to draw me in.
Well, we'll come back and get you.
I don't know. If you guys succeed and get rid of it, I'll be able to move freely again. I think.
Okay.
Well,
Up.
we'll be back. Ain't no doubt about that. Right, Ashton?
There's a sidelong glance at that statement. But he tries not to let Ellie see it.
We've been tasked with being heroes. Might as well go be them. Kind of reaches out and puts a hand on both of Ellie's shoulders, puts a hand on each side of Ellie's shoulders and gives her a little squeeze, and we'll be back. Maybe we'll even bring a friend or two. A sister, maybe?
She smiles as she looks up, her eyes flickering back over to you. Gives you a big smile. Yeah, we could play again, and I can and Olared and I can show you some of the spots around the old keep, the parts that aren't broken anymore, and show you some of the favorite games we like to play, and some of the cool stories that she used to tell. And she just kind of starts. She's rambling on a little bit at this point before she.
Aye. And he just kind of nods. Aye. And he kind of leans down and whispers, I've got quite a few pranks that I could teach you too. Give a little Grimlock a problem or two. Nothing major, but
Oh, for God's sake.
She giggles as she buries her face very impishly into the Minotaur.
All
but,
right. Are we ready
so
to go?
yeah. Sorry. Right, crew. You see him kind of rub his hands together, takes them off Ellie's shoulders. Let's go fucking slay ourselves the void sister. I don't know. Let's go be heroes.
What we do best. Apparently.
You guys are heading up.
Hmm.
I'll
Yep.
be
What's
there
our
in a
marching
moment.
order?
Is there a marching order?
You guys are heading up the stairs. Ellie's gonna grab the back of your tunic, Absinthoss, and she just kind of tugs on it. She's kind of got part of her face buried still in the doll as she just whispers out very quietly for you to hear. Thank you. I know it's going to be hard. Ellie suffered like you did. Nobody trusts power she wielded. Why she made me. I don't know if you have anyone else, but I'll still be able to talk to you as well. So
Absalom
I think
kneels
she would be
down.
proud.
Yeah, Absalom kneels down to get to Ellie's level. Thank you. Well, people change and all that. Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. Sometimes people don't change. Just have to trust each other. Anyway, I still think you're a good kid.
She grins. Good luck. And I'll be here to help.
Help each other. It's how we make the world better. As Absinthe starts walking up the stairs to the rest of his compatriots.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going through the door up top?
As long as it doesn't explode, yes.
No. No, it does not explode.
One
Do we
last
make
trap.
perception checks?
No. It opens up and you see the storeroom that Ellie had mentioned as well. Inside is just a bunch of like what you could assume were just old general supplies. Like you see old worn parchments, a couple of suits of just worn like kind of deteriorating armor. You see barrels with some very questionable scents coming from them, possibly food that has long since expired and rotten away.
Is there any booze in here?
I mean, depending on your boldness, rotten fruit could potentially act as a
Disappointed in these dwarves. They didn't keep a cask of ale down here.
Right, that's what I was
not
saying.
next to the kids' room, but
Come on, they're dwarves. No, it's fine.
I mean, if you check other rooms, but and then outside the door, you see the stairway leading up that you had come down initially, like a path leading out.
Right, looks like everything in here's all, been here for centuries.
The
Let's
dog
go meet
agrees.
us.
Apparently, yeah, Go thinks so too, and I don't know what she's borking.
Let's go talk with Stony. At least tell him that whatever's down here ain't really that dangerous.
Yeah. Are you all heading up, or is there any last minute things that people are doing before they head up?
No.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah.
Up we go. Elevator.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
This is the elevator song.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll do that after then, I guess. Okay. All right. So you guys all head back up to the throne room, where Morani is teleported forward, apparently, because of well, this is where everyone was left, but Frey's not there.
Frey's not. Spider Mama Frey is here. Everything's fine.
I mean, we could put the official one in there if we want, but the Astral Ellie, but
Yeah.
The Void stands no chance against Spider-Man Frey.
I mean, really doesn't, I suppose. Anyway, so as you guys head back up, coming back into the throne room, it's noticeably in a bit of a worse shape than when you'd gone down. Groombar is pacing at his throne, or at the throne, and all around you notice along the floors and the pillars, even the walls of this structure, are visible cracks are starting to form. And as you come up the stairs, he immediately his head whips towards you, and he rushes over to you. What in the bloody hell have you been doing? Voice down.
Hello, Stony. Good to see you. We're still alive. Yes, we solved the evil magic-y problems down below. What is
That's all.
happening here?
Second, I'm trying to get his voice right back.
Ah, yes, the other issue of a DM. What's his voice sound like?
Seriously, it's pretty hard to be consistent with so many.
As you guys are plodding along down there, everything's starting to break. It's getting stronger, more violent. Whatever you did made it angry. Or angrier.
Well, that's not unexpected.
And as you're doing that, I got visitors at my front gate.
That's more unexpected.
What kind of visitors?
A whole rabble of villagers from the town.
Oh, my boys. I gotta go talk to him. Okay, which way to the front gate?
Oh God.
He just cocks his head and gives you like a very raised eyebrow and just points to the large doors at the end of the hall.
I gotta find my other token. Fuck.
Andros just
It's okay.
Andros just
Cult
points
leader
at
Alton is here to save the day.
Yeah.
Andros just points at Alton. Right, that's his thing. He'll deal with it.
Right, I've had to tell them to stay away or they'll be turned to stone, but so far they're adamant to come in.
Like, you talk
At this
to
rate,
him.
though. And he looks very nervously over at all the stone guards have been standing out guard outside the doors and stuff. You notice there's visible cracks and some of the glowing light that had, adorn their eyes and stuff like that is starting to fade and flicker. Don't know if I can even hold them in stone anymore.
You're having a hard time then.
Well, when your body's encapsulating a monster that's trying to break free, yes, one might say you're having a hard time.
Sorry. Look, I didn't mean it in a bad way. Look, I know we've got off on the wrong foot, and, well, let's just say we've got one last test, eh? And let's see what you can do to save your strength for that. Is there any, I don't know, periphery bodies or anything you've got held up that you can let go and recover some of your strength? The villagers ain't bad, I think. Right, Alton?
I don't know how far I've made it.
Oh, did you already? I didn't see your token move or anything. Did you just?
It didn't, because I'm looking for the stupid Crumrig one and I can't find it. But so just forget it. Assume I'm Crumrig right now. Sorry.
All good. Looking for him as well. I thought I had token.
Yeah, so he bolted, and changed forms immediately. Bolted for the door.
Okay.
But I'll just keep them up here for the sake of the stream.
Find their token. I don't think I had tokens for them. Forgot to make their tokens. I knew I forgot one.
That's okay. I can theater of the mind. It's not. Doesn't seem like.
Yeah, I mean,
you need something.
because you go out into that court, into the courtyard. Passing the courtyard, you notice again that was that circular courtyard. There's that drawbridge that kind of appears, out of stone. Right now, it's not extended, and you just see the collection of dwarves that from the city, all standing outside, out there with weapons, torches and such, and they're all standing respectively around, the edge of this, of the moat crevasse area, and they're kind of making a bunch of noise and rabble of, let us in. We're here to help overthrow or find our king again. Kind of jaunts and cheers coming.
I fucking told them that, wasn't it? Jesus.
They're a mob.
These dumb dwarfs.
Mob mentality takes over, and it's kind of transformed into they just want to save their king.
All right.
They've gone into full revolution mode.
Man, that natural 20 went the wrong way.
Well, it's like reverse revolution because they want to save their king.
Yeah,
Aren't cults fun? We should do this more often.
But yeah, you see the collection. We'll get to that, I guess, in a second. As you are bolting off, Andros, you shout out and notice Alton is long gone.
Well, he'll deal with it. Seriously, is there any like extremities that you can pull back in, gain a little bit more control of, at least here? I'm assuming this will be best
Not
place for any
without
sort
breaking the seal that binds me.
of.
If I release any of it, it's going to surge back into this form, and it's gonna break. I'm an earthen lord, for more than sake. He just kind of again like gives himself a light slap for reverting to that. My duty still binds me, lad. And if you're telling me you're not ready to fight this thing, I don't know how much longer I can hold.
I think we're ready.
Bold
Can
statement.
I
right
help
there.
you? Gives him a very knowing stare.
Don't know how your hosts are gonna take this, lad.
I can talk to her. For better or worse, she doesn't want to get destroyed either. If I can be a link
You see
for
him
you.
you see him like again. He kind of resumes his pacing, nervously tugging on his beard, and even not even noticing he's doing this again. But what? You sure you're lot already?
Looks back.
No.
Well,
That's right.
you guys ready to fight a fucking void demon or something?
As ready as we can be, I suppose.
Oh, I'm born ready for this.
You guys really should have told me you were ready to fight the thing before I went to talk to the group, because I was going to send him home.
Well, honestly,
Home. We don't need this happening while we're off fighting the void beast.
to be fair, we can't summon it until you come back with the other crown piece.
It's true.
So hurry up, send them home, and then we'll.
Nah, I kind of want him here.
All right, we'll jump over
I would like
to
to
Alton, I guess, real quick.
utilize
Oh.
minion rules for integrating with body bags to put in front of me.
Oh Lord!
No, I'm kidding.
We are the heroes. Come on.
They steal all the glory. They get the level up. All of a sudden, those NPCs are now level 8 or 9, and the story's gonna be about them, and you're the supporters.
Happy
You're
to
on
Each
hear
of you
it.
choose to be a lackey to one of them.
Happy
Goat
to hear
Cheese
it.
Cartel. Goat Cheese Cartel just becomes the Dwarven Coalition.
No.
Everyone re-roll a dwarf.
I, for one, welcome our new dwarf overlords.
I have too many notes. Where did I put their names? I know I have their names.
What's his name?
You've
I
got
need to start sorting all my notes because I have 30 or something documents open of different things I've made notes of now. Try to keep them all in check, but that is getting a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Murkrum is the grumpy guy.
Yeah, Murkrum's the grumpy one. There's the 3 that are leading it.
Heffram,
One.
Baratin, Gazel, and Dern.
That's 4.
I don't know if Dern was one of the. That's what I have written in my notes. It's session 30.
Murkrum, yeah. So Dern, Gazel, and Baratin are the 3. Murkrum is in the group. He's the one that was the writer, the keeper of the church. And Hilgrid is there too.
Oh, Hilgrid is there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's decked out in you see a bunch of different vials and bottles strapped to her.
Crazy
bandolier
alchemist
style.
lady. Yes.
Hey, Alton,
She also has a
coo,
badger.
coo.
All the dwarves fight.
She also has a battle badger that's carrying around.
And now we learn of Treg's other character's mother. Anyway, yeah. So Alton, you see them as they notice you coming out. Baradin kind of quiets everyone down. Brother, we've come.
Okay. I'm on the other side of the drawbridge that is raised.
No, it was a basically there's literally just a moat between you of lava. They extended kind of almost Avatar-esque style. They did stone, mold earth to extend a bridge.
So there is a bridge.
It is currently not extended. So there's nothing. It's just an open pit of
Did I
lava.
pass any of Grumbar's, rock guards?
I mean, there are two standing next to you at that gate. Actually, hold on. What if I can just drag you to that?
Maybe I can talk to them and be like, hey, can we extend this bridge? I need to talk to these people. I can't remember whether his guards actually talked or not very, intelligibly. I think they did.
Did they?
They didn't
They
talk at
conveyed a
all.
message.
They conveyed a
They
message. They're very.
Mm.
Can I do this? There we go. I think I pulled you over. Did I? Did that work?
Not seeing
Nope, I didn't do what I wanted to do.
different.
Crap, hold on. Got my own command. One sec.
Yeah, but the plan is, I think, to let him in. Talk to him first. That goes.
I think that's weird. Why is that not working? That's how it's supposed to work. I'm confused. Game, let me do what I want to do. There we go. Why didn't that work before? That's weird.
Would you do me a huge favor?
Bring your stream over.
Yeah.
Let me see. There it is.
Ooh. Oh, that's all
There we
red.
go. Yep, I found a map for it.
Oh, this is the room with the. Cool.
So you're standing basically at the forefront of it here,
Okay.
leading directly across from you. Basically, would be that opening in the wall where there would be a moat of lava around you.
To the south.
And across that moat would be where the villagers are currently standing, and there are two stone guards at either end here. Grab a token, guess.
Okay, so all right, let's go with this. So Alton will run up and he'll take note of the guards, and then he won't go beyond the guards, but he'll like try to signal as Crumrig to his brothers on the other side, and hopefully they can hear me. Like we're within earshot, right?
Yeah, they're within earshot. You can hear them. Like it's about 15-foot like distant in the moat, or 20-foot distance in the moat. So
Okay, so he'll say something like, he'll say, good to see you. What are you all ready?
they kind of look a little confused amongst you. Of course we're ready. We're here. You told us to come.
Good. So
We're ready to save the king and end this terrible curse.
right. So first things first, we have to get some of you over here. And he looks to his left and right, and hopefully these guards are actually paying attention to me now.
Their heads are turned and just kind of watching you, but they haven't said anything.
Under his breath, hopefully without having the people on the other side of the moat hear this, he'll go, Grimbar, come on, let's let some of these people in. Can you extend the bridge a little? Open the gate a little. Like as he's looking at these guards, assuming that they're like in communication with Grimbar at all times.
We can hope.
Inside the keep, Andros, as you're talking to Gurumbar, you see him just immediately. He's about to say something. You see him wince a little bit, and he looks out towards the front, and he just groans. Alton, you hear one of the guards looks at you and opens its mouth. Conveying the message from the king. Defense Act still in effect. They will turn to stone upon entering.
Oh, fuck. Why am I not turning to stone then?
You are not a member or a descendant or resident of Dunmora.
Oh, interesting.
And it's saying this out loud.
Yes. It is saying this out loud and very loudly.
Nonsense. Okay, well, then he'll move forward a little bit, trying to ignore what just happened.
The villagers are kind of muttering amongst themselves, looking a bit confused at the exchange that's going on.
Yeah. So it appears that the guards here are telling me that if you were to enter across this bridge, everyone who did so would turn to stone.
There's a bit of panic rippling amongst the collected dwarves.
I am somehow protected. I know not how. Perhaps through my great piety.
But he just said you weren't a relative.
I don't
my
know
God.
which of that which he speaks, but I can tell you this: we are about to fight this great evil, and I wish I could, I wish you could help in some way, but
You rallied us here to help,
I
and
I
now
know
you're
that.
telling us to go home?
I'm not telling you to go home. I'm saying I wish you could help.
If what he says is true, we just need to say we're not.
I don't
He-
think that part of it's correct.
The Barrington kind of looks over at the rest of his group, and he starts like muttering amongst the collective.
Okay, so
Um,
when he does that, I'm also going to go over to the one guard that was functioning as the mouthpiece,
mhm.
and hopefully he relays this message, and I say, Grunbar, that curse that you've put upon this place to turn these people into stone, that will get lifted the moment that we start the battle, right?
Possibly. Effect time to take effect unknown.
Oh my God.
Come on, bro. I know what this is, and I'm trying to get around it. I'm sorry, Salty. So
No. As you're
planned this,
conversing
didn't
with
you?
this,
Yeah.
as you're conversing with this, because I'm still honoring the fact that you get this cult riled up. They're kind of the villagers are going to come have another way of actually solving it, based on the fact that you inadvertently told them things through the guard. But you see Barrington finally turn and step forward, along with all these very stern-faced dwarves. A couple of them you notice have kind of turned and are walking away, but a large majority are still staying there. And
Okay.
Barrington looks amongst the group, looks very stern-faced at you and the guard. Right. Well, from henceforth then, we are no longer residents of Dunmorach.
Oh my
We
God.
are the people of New Dunmorach. We will build a new dwarven city upon the ruins of the old.
Nice. That's a good charisma check right there. I'm convinced. So I look over at the guard that I've been talking to and give him the That sounds good, right?
The guard's just staring blankly at you, as it were.
Yeah.
And
Open
inside
the damn gate.
inside the keep, Andros, you're watching. Basically, Grunbar is just mouthing things silently while rubbing his temple very frustratedly, and he just lets out the largest groan, and just rubs his forehead, mutters something, and you hear the guard go, "Technicality accepted."
Hey, there we go.
These
All right.
dwarves are no longer under the protection of
Oh,
Dunmora.
That's okay.
And he stomps his foot, and you see the earthen bridge form.
This is it. We're going back now. Okay,
I have
so
bad
he's,
feeling.
Yeah, he steps forward. Alton will step forward onto the bridge just to give us sign of good faith. Like it's not like it's going to go anywhere, and crosses over to talk to Bert. Who was it?
Barrington.
Barrington, yeah. So he'll meet up with Barrington. Well, your declaration seems to have convinced this this usurper, but the battle awaits. Or, I I am nervous about you making the first step onto this, off of this bridge, but let me say I have faith. I have faith.
I have faith in you too, brother. It is time we dwarves retook what was ours.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make a big show of when he takes the first step off the bridge onto the other side, I'm gonna try and make a big show of it. Like rally them.
Yeah, and they're go ahead and just make a quick performance check.
Performance, copy. Skills.
Or persuasion, either or, I guess, in that scenario. Kind of the same thing, whether you're like making it very dramatic and flared or kind of just going with your words.
They're both a plus 11, so.
Alright, pick your poison.
Here we go.
Plus 11 what?
Expertise.
Bard's gonna bard.
Not as great as I would have liked, but that'll do.
Yeah, I mean, they are all fairly inspired by this, and they march forward. A little bit of hesitancy, but once they see Barrington cross the threshold into the castle, as well as they see some of the others, they all start picking up that confidence and following suit.
Okay. Last thing I'll ask, and whenever I get back to the party, I will relay what you tell me right now. But can I make a check, or maybe not just make a check, but to see kind of what the rabble looks like? Are they well armed? Are they? We gave them a couple of days to get it
from
together,
just a kind of a quick inspection. For the most part, they seem armed. At the point, like kind of what a militia would look like maybe a town militia. They're not necessarily decked out in heavy phalanx armor that you would maybe expect from like a castle guard or a legit army, but they're not kind of carrying pitchforks and kitchen knives. They've got decent hammers and axes crafted by that smith. Sets of okay-ish, ranging from some leather to some studded armor.
So here's
a couple of them have some breastplates.
The group should be as ranged as possible. And I think when we get back, I'll tell them that we should hold these people in reserve, because I don't want to show up. This is kind of meta too, but out of character too. It's I don't want to show up with all these people, and then the void gets released and instantly turns them against us. So I'd like to kind of relay that to Berggren as best I can.
Okay. I mean, you try and relay that, and he half listens to you, half nodding, half also just in awe of what he's seeing as he enters.
Yeah, it's all the petrified people and stuff.
The petrified stone dwarves. For some of these, perhaps these are, relatives that they once knew.
Yeah.
As well as just the state of the city and the side of this keep that they've only seen all their lives and never gotten near. This has been always a place of fear and stigma for a lot of them. So as they kind of come through the threshold, that initial bolster of confidence wavers a bit as they stand in the entryway, kind of taking in everything. But as you tell him to wait here, he gives you a nervous nod as they kind of stand formation at the gate.
Good.
Meanwhile, back in the keep, after he relays that message, he again lets out a bit of a sigh of relief at all that and looks over to you, Andros. Right, lad. I'll ask you one more time. You sure you know what you're getting into?
Listen, Stoney, I wouldn't have said it if I wasn't. I've got one rattle iron in here. She doesn't want the world to explode. You certainly don't want the world to explode either, yeah?
I can't say I don't. Well, I can say I don't want it to explode. I like the earth where it is. But I'll have you know, you keep calling me Stony, I will be just as bad as that Umberly. And then, as he's saying that, before you can even retort, he reaches out his hand to clasp yours.
Yeah.
Andros
grins right at that statement and
make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Okay. Zidane's right next to me, though.
Wait, what?
He is right next to me, so I get a +4.
But the question is whether or not I condone this.
Oh God.
Do you condone this or not? Tell me right now.
Ah, God.
Clock's ticking.
Once again, make a
So
decision.
you're...
2,
Okay, I'm gonna
1.
relay it narratively in that
God.
Zidane sees you committed to this course of action, even though he has been advising against it, and for whatever his influence that is granted to him from the plane of life allows him, he's attempting to help you overcome whatever negative effect might be trying to influence you. So yes, take that +4, you beautiful bastard.
Okay. Let's do this.
Oh.
Well, I needed it. That was a 3.
Oh.
That's my rolling for you.
I don't think you made it.
As he grasps your hand, Andros, your arm starts feeling really, really heavy. And as he pulls his hand away after like a very firm and yet, again, heavy shake, you notice that your arm is flaking and turning mostly to stone. And he's like,
Yep.
well, looks like you've got one more test to suffer then. My pact doesn't come easily. Bearing my burden is the weight of the earth itself. And whether or not Umberly and your other little precious horse will take kindly to that, maybe I need to think of a new nickname for you. Washy.
Oh no.
You see him kind of drop down. He kind of hits the ground with one knee and kind of clutches the arm against him. And then and he looks up and he gives a smirk. Right, I knew you had some bite in you. Let's go fight a demon.
You're gonna regret those words, lad. As he like hauls his hammer back, and you start seeing again the cracks start to grow larger, and you feel tremors along the grounds beneath you as everything starts to shudder. And it looks like the main guest is just about to arrive.
Oh boy.
Hope you all are ready for this.
Roll initiative.
Not quite yet, but very soon.
Oh.
So take
I'm-
positions instead of roll initiative.
I'm so anxious right now.
As everything starts to kind of crumble and crack and the ground starts to violently shudder,
Drag me back.
Grumbar, kind of
the
despite all
other
the
scene.
bravado, sorry?
Can you drag me back to the other scene?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you walked back.
God. Reyna, not Marani, needs alcohol right now.
Thank you, sir.
After he like does that, only he has that kind of defiant, like that grin as he looks at you, Andros. He suddenly kind of has a look of panic on his face, and he looks about. We need to get out. You have to get out now.
Right.
As he says that, a large like chunk of the castle falls and crashes behind you at the throne. It's coming apart faster than I can pull it back.
Right, and you see Andros reach up with his other hand. Sedan, fucking help me up.
I need each of you to roll me a dexterity saving throw as you are bolting out of here.
Who gets
Thank goodness
+4?
we're at 10 feet.
Everyone who's in 10 feet, so.
So I'll go.
I mean, if you're all bundling up, I will say the DC will be a little bit harder if you're all bundled up together, because it's harder to dodge when you're all in a hug circle with Zidane.
That's 13 with the +4.
Cooking with gas.
Oh, jeez.
Not me.
So, Salty, am I making that at disadvantage because of petrification?
Yes.
Okay, so Seymour and I are both making that a disadvantage.
Thaymor's arm is actually going back to normal at this point, or his body.
Oh.
Okay.
Like all those like flecks that were on him have started kind of flaking off as the castle collapses.
Oh, nice.
because it's being passed to someone else.
Cool. So mine is a 9. I'm rolling solid tonight.
All right, so Thamor, Morani, and Anderos. You all technically had failed. The rest of you, so as you guys are like running out of here, pieces of the ceiling and pillars start coming down around you. The molten floor, like the molten lava on the floor, you start seeing it start spewing into between the cracks as the floor even starts buckling and cracking. Morani and Thamor, you guys are actually struck by some of the falling debris. Nothing crazy, but enough to do some damage to you, and you each take 10
Nothing
points.
crazy. Nothing
Well-
crazy, you said. 10 points.
Well, it wasn't.
Could be worse.
I mean, these are parts of the ceiling falling on you.
Yeah.
Take
Did
10 points of.
Thamor's get his +4 on him?
Does Thamor is that what the +4?
Mm-mm.
I didn't do +4 on mine.
Yeah, so
So-
it would be a 16. Or, sorry, 18.
So
Can
he
you
saved.
Are you all actually able to stand huddled around Sedan like that?
It's a 10-foot radius around him, so technically where we are all right now is within 10 feet of him.
Okay.
He was
Okay, then
kind of
Thamor,
centered.
I guess, would save. Andros, you would have failed. Morani still fails.
Rocks fall, you die.
Yeah, Roxfall, you die. No.
Morani rolled a 13, and mine was with the +4, so I'm at a 9.
Because you are going to take slightly more damage as well. For you, actually, you got both lucky and unlucky in your roll because you're going to take more damage because you're going to hit by a gout of lava, but you're also resistant to fire, so 18
Okay.
points of fire damage as like lava spews up from the floor, catching you along your arm, like the side. But
Okay.
I believe
so
you have resistance to it, right?
I do, so that
Yeah.
is... That puts me
You
down
steam
to
a
9
little bit.
points. Yeah. There's always a sheen of like water on the surface of his skin, so you see just a burst of steam go up, and there's a good singe mark, but okay, 9 points of fire. see-
Yes to the question, Treg, but also a slightly added detriment, like the stage 1. So it has the effects of stage 1 petrification, but that hand is completely frozen in stone.
Okay,
So use of that hand is limited to basically as a bludgeoning weapon, basically.
sure.
Um,
Well, it's a good thing I don't use my hands much. All right, cool. Let's go.
Okay.
You see him stand up. He's still kind of clutching the thing to his arm, his chest. All right, fucking get out of here. Let's go.
Ooh. Hello.
Yeah, this is pretty.
While we're because basically being down with Ellie was essentially we got the equivalent of a long rest, correct?
yes.
While we're running, I will use my racial ability to cast second level Armor of Agathis. So I have 10 temp HP.
Okay.
Can we also say while we were running, I'm figuring out what my cosmic omen is right now, since the long rest happened?
Actually, no. Wait. Andros, Morani, you guys were the ones that failed, so you guys don't really have much of a chance to cast. Roll me.
I'm saying like as we're running out, like obviously we got hit by the rocks and everything, but casting. I think it's only like 6 seconds per.
Yeah. Okay.
action.
As long as it's a yeah. That. Yeah.
All I'm doing is rolling a die, so
Yeah.
If yours
what
requires you to roll a
the-
die, how are you doing that as you're running out? For
It's not like
Cosmic
it's-
Omen.
It's not an action. It's like when you wake up, it's like, is it going to be wheel or woe today?
Yeah, I don't know why you're asking for permission to do that. Like when you wake up from a long rest, you just do that. You don't have to ask.
well,
to do
I
it
mean,
in
I
the
guess
action.
I'm asking permission since we didn't technically wake up from a long rest. We just had a long rest thematically, so I don't really know where that would have taken place. but I want to be able to have this ready for whatever's coming up right now. So
Go for it. I guess it would have been in the situation where she gave you kind of your boon of leveling up.
works for me. Wheel.
Okay.
That's the buff one, right?
That's the buff one.
Cool.
Could have used that a minute ago, but okay.
Mhm.
As you guys are running out of here, again, you hear more of the capstan behind you. The courtyard seems fairly untouched at the moment, even though the cracks are starting to split along the ground. I say untouched, but anyway. Cracks are starting to create along the ground. The guards out there are starting to kind of crumble. Their lights fading. Lights in the thing along the walls fading. The statues aren't moving though. The ones of the villagers. An old red statue is still there in the middle. The collection of dwarves. Just go ahead and kind of tokens to indicate them. They're standing around kind of like a bit visibly distraught now and watching as everything is crumbling around them. And Groombar kind of is huffing and puffing as he comes back behind you. He looks visibly drained, sweating as he's coming behind you, and you notice he seems to be trying to focus very hard on something.
All right, let's spread out.
Yeah, Andros will be near Groombar as he comes out.
Is there any half cover, DM?
I mean,
Benches or
not
anything?
if you want to hide behind some of the dwarven citizenry, sure.
No, I don't want to hide behind dwarves.
Fighter and paladin in front.
I'll say that the benches that are here are actually there for sake of just making life easier in terms of stuff I've had. So you can potentially hide behind the benches, I suppose. And unfortunately, because I can't edit the maps, because like I said, I found the fountain she's on right now isn't really a fountain so much as it's more just like the center of that town area, or the center of the dais where she was. But
All right. Right. Everyone spread out. I don't know what's coming through there, but the last time we fought a demon like this, it had a fucking huge aura that ripped anything that got close to it. Stay spread out. Know where your team is.
Groombar is huffing at this point. He kind of looks up at you, like doubled over, like hands on knees, looks up. Can't hold it much longer, lad. It's coming. Whatever it is, it's coming.
Oh, Lord,
See
he
Andros.
coming.
Yeah, Andros looks back at him. It's all right. Take deep breaths. Yeah, we work on your breathing.
I can see the baby's head.
Oh God!
There it
drowning,
was.
it's
Somebody
drowning.
caught it. Somebody caught it. Grumbar swats me across the courtyard.
And yeah, Groombar strikes at Andros, and Andros is dead. Let's begin the other boss encounter.
Rocks fall, you die.
Remember how there's lava underneath the castle? Yeah,
You want me
there's
to get
now a hole.
you want me to get you some ice chips?
Get some hot towels.
Get the epidural. Go.
We'll boil some
Anyway,
water.
but Andros puts
Anyway.
the stony arm kind of on his shoulder because he can't really move it. Just puts it. We're here. Let's do this.
As you say those last words, they don't make a noise. In fact, everything goes completely silent. And all those yellow, orange, amber lights that seem to crawl amidst the veins of this castle go out and start turning red, bathing the area in a very dim red light. No noise escapes anyone's lips. The crowd of dwarves looks about in confusion, trying to shout and mutter to each other, banging their weapons against the ground, but to no noise whatsoever. And with noiselessly looking towards the center, you see large stones fall, crashing around the statue of Olared. And a form drops amidst them. A very hauntingly, very powerful figure stands before you, standing amidst the rubble, leaning on the statue of Olared, with features cut and chiseled very similar to Absintho's. Same very, just almost distinctive, noble look. Though despite her human appearance, there's just this air of something greater about her. Like the very boulders around her seem to give her birth. And illuminating this red light, she looks at each of you in turn with a wide, wicked smile, before she snaps her fingers, and the sound returns to everyone's ear, catching up almost of what was lost. And you hear the stones crash without them crashing. You hear the dwarves clamoring and shouting. Before they all quiet down again, staring at this figure. And Grumbar collapses. As you and Andros, as you kind of look him over after he collapses, you notice that his form is starting, like you see kind of cracks forming in his skin, where yellowish vein, like that yellowish that was in the wall, starts to kind of seep back in.
Right, Stunny, let's hang in there, buddy. Andros turns up. Madeline! We aren't your enemies. Why are you here?
She looks at you with these very, intense eyes. Gives you a very coy grin. Oh, you know my name. Now, isn't that a treat? Here I thought the world had forgotten about poor old Madeline. Not my enemy, you say? Let me check. She leans against the statue, flipping through, air mimicking, flipping through like a book, turning pages by, licking her thumb and turning the imaginary pages. I'm pretty sure most things on this planet are my enemy. Pretty sure. Before she turns, kind of scanning amongst the group, eyes locking onto Absintho's. Maybe not you. Not yet.
You don't have to do this.
Don't I, brother? Don't I have to repay mother dearest and kind?
Is there an opportunity for me to get Divine Sense off?
Do you really need to?
Yes, I do.
Does it have a casting time?
It
It's an action?
I think it's an action, so yes.
Put it up real quick.
Nice big bold letters. Action.
Yeah, I put that on there for.
Yeah. You kind of, your eyes again kind of glow with the green energy of the wardens. Yeah, evil and mostly fiend, though it seems to be a whirl of different energies within this thing. And it is very strong.
Madeline, you don't need to do this for your mother. This is not what you wanted.
Nobody asked what I wanted. No. Did anyone ask Madeline if she wanted to be subjected to the 9 planes of hell? No. Nobody asked Madeline if she wanted to stay there and be tormented. No. What Madeline, what we do, that's my choice now. I'll repay it in kind. First with this wretched city, and then I'll pay Mother Dearest an old family visit.
This isn't justice, Maddie. You don't have to condemn
I
the
don't
city.
care if it's justice. This is vengeance. Simple, plain, tormented vengeance.
The Maddie I
doesn't-
knew would never have said that.
Maddie you knew was sent to the 9 hells, where she wished with every tormented breath to be free, to get revenge on the ones who sentenced her there. Finally, it was answered. And all these lovelies here serve me now, one way or another.
Salty, where are the villagers?
Sorry?
Where are the villagers?
They're all the base here.
They're hearing this, right?
Yes.
Good, copy. That's all I wanted.
They're hearing this. They are, I mean, they're mostly just trembling in fear at this point.
Okay.
Madeline, vengeance doesn't solve anything. It just makes your heart go hollow. It makes you empty. You don't need this.
Can I go over to him? Can I like move right now, or is this all monologue time?
I mean,
I want to
try moving
bolster.
over.
Yeah, like I want to go over to them and like bolster them. I don't know.
Yeah, she just watches you like out of the corner of her eye and just kind of with a sly grin.
Okay.
Before turning back to Evian. Oh, honey, I'm not trying to solve anything. I just want to, subject my mother to the same torment she tormented me to. And burn a blazing trail as I go. I don't think anyone can stop me.
Then you leave me no choice. And Evian's gonna just raise her bow and arrow and Fey Reaper mark on her and shoot towards her.
As she's looking directly at you,
Mm-hmm.
your bow has no magic.
Oh, great. That's just a simple bow. Who will?
One knows.
That's okay.
Should I ask what the Hexblade is doing if there's no magic?
Sorry?
Should I ask would a Hexblade still be here if there's no magic?
She's looking at Evian.
She's looking at Evian at the moment.
Oh no. Hey guys, it's good thing.
Does anybody have blindness?
Good thing
Seeing
we're
like
spread out.
sensing there's no magic and everything, can I do a sleight of hand to see if I can pull my dust of sneezing and choking and try to throw it?
Really long.
It's really long, but it's worth a shot.
That is a hell of a throw.
Gonna have it explode in your face.
I mean, you can attempt. That's just gonna be at a
Very
mean-
high AC, yes.
Also,
Depending on what.
Yeah.
is this what you want to start combat with? Just think about it. 'Cause,
It's just choking.
I mean, that sounds great, but like there
Mhm.
might be a more powerful move that we could start with.
Well, hmm.
I guess the real question is, what after having drawn your bow, did Evian fire, or did she just draw her bow?
She was going to draw her bow, and then she was going to do a Fey Reaper mark, but apparently it canceled out when she's looking at her. That's why she was doing a sleight of hand instead to throw something at her. Well, dusting, choking. But now
I
I'm
don't know
like,
how you'd be able to sleight of hand throwing something if she's looking right at you. Is the thing.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is bad.
That's okay. We have martial classes that can. Wait, she's fiended. Fuck.
She's fiend and fuck. All right.
Wait, don't you smite better
my
on
thing.
fiends?
Who knows? Let's get this TPK on the road. Come on,
Okay.
guys.
Okay, so what she's going to do instead, sensing the bow not her power of a Fey Reaper mark not going anywhere, she will just instinctively just shoot an arrow in her direction. Just
Right.
because why not? Because that's
Because start
she
this combat. Okay.
You outnumber her, what?
Don't keep her talking
4 to
so that
1?
I can go get the last crown fragment that we forgot at the throne room.
Wait, I thought we had that with us.
Do we?
Nope. It is
That's
in
what I thought.
Groombar's chair.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Yep. Might have gotten that before we started this. So I'm assuming that's all gone now, right, Salty? It's just destroyed. Like the whole castle's just gone. Is that right?
Yes and no. It's crumbling, but when she's descended, all that has stopped.
So, okay.
I can
so,
send
okay.
Meta.
So
I can send Barnacle.
So the
Yeah,
keep
do
might
that,
still
do that.
be. It's still accessible. There might be a lot of debris in the way, but the collapsing is kind of stopped now that she's free. And Grumar's, I guess if you haven't figured that, he's slowly trying to reabsorb everything. Like,
What is it?
retake his power.
Barnacle, go! Barnacle, go!
Well, okay. So sorry for the
I'm-
meta.
All good. If you're gonna fire your bow, I mean that does start combat. So if that is going to be your action, let's go ahead and roll initiatives then. If that's your plan.
Jeez.
Right.
I mean, threateningly drawing the bow and knocking an arrow is not shooting it. If the DM is saying that we're not actually shooting an arrow, I guess is the.
She basically says before the thing, she says, "You leave me no choice." Takes out her bow, was going to Fey Reaper's mark, it didn't work, so naturally she's going to let out the arrow.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, so go ahead and everyone roll me initiatives then.
Oh, well, I wasn't sure if that was able to let me do a free. Never mind.
Well, you can attack, but I mean I'm gonna need initiative after that. So
Remember to
no
select
worries.
your token first, and then roll initiative.
Well, good. After
Hey!
I mean, it's
Well,
thematic, right?
it's thematic.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't roll a 1.
You didn't roll a
I
1.
rolled the 1.
Hey,
I
sis.
guess it's Alton goes first before me.
Well, you
Alright,
get
so
the
you
you
let
get
off
the
a
bow
shot
shot.
against it.
Hey.
It hits her in the shoulder, and she stumbles back a little bit, looks at it, and gets a wild look in her eyes. She stares at you. Looks like Mother Dearest is gonna have to wait while I deal with
Oh,
you pests.
Oh no.
Let me roll its initiative.
It's like 29.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
And
Watch
Put that
add
evil on me,
a,
Ricky Bobby.
Hold my beer.
add a layer action, add
Yeah.
legendary actions,
Yeah.
and
There'll be legendary actions, legendary resistances. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
this is fine.
Oh, goody. Same time with
Jesus
me.
Christ, man.
Same
It
time
also
as-
rolled a nat 20.
Almost same time as me.
It's ahead of you. It's actually behind Alton, but... Well, technically with nat 20, I guess. But,
So she goes before Evian.
yeah.
Okay.
Reason.
Can I have free movement for my nat 20? Oh god, this is gonna be lovely.
Okay, so you strike her with the arrow.
I wasn't sure if the psychic damage works because otherwise it's 8 in total with the psychic damage, but if it doesn't magic's not applying, I guess it's 7.
Yeah, there is no magic from it, so only the 7 would hit.
Okay.
And yeah, it's going to take a legendary action.
Oh,
Of
goody.
course it is.
So, let's see. Do, do, do. Ooh. Okay. Evina, she stares at you. This glint from alongside her flashes out towards you. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Dang. Let's roll. Yeah, okay. So it has no effect. This beam kind of washes over you.
Uh-huh.
And she just glares even more at you. Okay.
I'm telling you, Maddie, this doesn't have to be this way.
As you shoot her with an arrow. Okay. There's some negotiation skills right there. That's a masterclass.
She's not very charismatic, so
Stop resisting.
Are you fucking sorry? Smack, smack, smack.
Alton, so you walked over and you're trying to bolster the
Yeah, I
dwarves who
stuck-
are...
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of have them roll as a mob, is going to be my...
Okay.
my
I would
my
like
thought
to
here.
do whatever I can to make them more effective.
Yeah, because they're not exactly like hero-typed characters. They're going to be basically a mob of dwarves. Be big dwarf.
Yeah, really big dwarves. Cool. They were hitting the gym before they came in here.
Yeah. Well, just how many squares are taken up? Because like so, they're a mob of dwarves.
Yeah, they're large. Oh, there's only
thick.
one? It's just, they Voltroned into one really big dwarf. This is great. Quick, everybody buff the shit out of this thing. I'll just go toe-to-toe with the void.
All right. Alton, so it is your turn then.
Oh, well, I would like to be honest and say that I had this thought about the crown fragment that we forgot, and so I would like to yell about that, and I just feel like that's
Okay.
yeah, probably to Andros.
Yeah, I'm the closest to the keep right now.
Yeah, Andros, no. So he'll be like, "Oh shit, we forgot the other piece."
The what?
The other piece, and he points to his head. The other piece of the thing.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then let's see. What's just her? So my character's not designed for single combat. This is awkward.
You can do it.
I can
At
do
least you
something.
don't have the magic thing. Cancellation thing's not on you, so.
I can do something. I just
So-
don't really want to because she's probably gonna one shot me.
You got a
Um,
counterspell.
Here's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be super selfish, but I'm gonna cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Oh, great.
I'm really scared.
Everyone but me, charge!
Yeah. I'm squishy and weak. Help.
Brother, where have you gone?
There you go.
All right.
No, it apparently does nothing. That's good.
Text is
it
invisible. Got it.
it
The
didn't
greatest
have
invisibility spell there is.
There you go.
All right. You are
And
invisible.
I will go back to let's see here. Sorry. All right, so I can do. Yeah, I'll go back. I'll go behind this bench here, and that's basically my turn. I don't think I have any other spells that I could cast as bonus action, but that was a 4th level spell, so yeah, I'm done.
Can you still cast with that? Like, can you cast spells with greater invisibility? Or
Uh-huh.
that's nice. Okay.
Okay. It is her turn, and she is going to turn, and she's going to stare over at. Who's she gonna stare at?
Ignore the paladin. Ignore the paladin.
Stealth Paladin, go!
I'm gonna roll.
Stare at the person who can't do anything. Because you rolled a 1.
Brother dearest.
Two. She is going to stare at you, Zidane.
Well, fuck.
I tried.
And how do I do a? Do you remember how you can do? I do
How
a
do you want to
cone
do
from this
this?
character.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, how do I want to do
How
this?
do you want to kill Zidane?
46. I'd like to play that artificer. I've always been
Start rolling it up.
after.
Oh, I can't actually do. Kind of
There is
sucks.
no-
Okay, I have to figure out how that works.
Open
There is no
Aurora
cone
here.
option. That's
There is no cone option,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
there's no
That's
cone
unfortunate.
for roll
You just
20. That's
Draw it out.
Huh.
Either draw a triangle and rotate it.
Well, there's no cone
Yeah,
option. I
but-
guess you can't cast that spell. Too bad.
I just sent you a cone template that I've got. It's got transparency on it. You can just drag it onto the screen, and then you can resize it as you need to.
Okay, I just have to
No,
figure out how
why
to get
are you
the
helping him?
sizing right. I mean, I could just guess and make it, twice as
Yeah.
large.
I know.
I mean, the other thing is you could just draw a line out, and
Yeah,
then draw a line, either side
can
half
just
the
tell
distance
us.
of how wide it is.
Let's see.
Because dropping it on as a token should mean it should snap to grid.
I mean, it's going to basically encompass everyone in front of her. It is a 150-foot cone.
Woof.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no reason to space out then.
Yeah, she basically sees everyone from Morani. Yeah. So because the cone would cut it starts at the corners, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, perfect. I'm safe.
Oh,
So
good.
it's
That's all
You
that matters.
chose the right
All
spot.
right.
yeah. I mean, it's if it's 150 feet long by 150 feet wide. Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
And then 3 rolls.
3.
3.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Okay.
5, 5, and 2.
So she is going to target the 3 characters that she can't hit in there. So Evian, Thamor, Absinthos.
Oh,
When is the
great.
last
Evian.
possible moment I can counterspell this?
Constitution, huh?
When is the last possible moment I can counterspell this? Do I know what kind of spell this is?
No, and I do not think these can be counterspelled if I'm not mistaken. Because they are not spells.
Oh, well.
To my knowledge. Actually,
It's
I
a
don't know the
spell
ruling
like
on this.
ability.
I have no idea what the ruling is on that. Come to think of it. Nope, they are not spells and cannot be countered or turned as spells.
Sorry,
They are
folks.
considered magical effects.
My apologies.
All good. I had no idea either. I didn't actually think about that.
I wasn't apologizing to you.
No. Well, I need
Hey.
Evian and Thamor to make Constitution saving throws. I need... Actually, all 3 of you, Constitution saving throws. They're all Constitution based.
Okay. Ouch.
I may play the Artificer first, Zerg.
No. Wait. All Artificer Party. There we go.
Name. Oh no.
There it is. There it is.
We didn't... You know why? We didn't ping Noko.
Yeah.
Shred ping
Damn
Noko.
you guys.
No, I picked Chad.
She
Oh.
pinged me.
All right.
You have not given me my power this session.
Evian.
Quick,
you-
ping him! Ping him!
Bye, buddy.
Um, buttons, please. Thank you. You take 34 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Thamor, you take 27 points of necrotic.
Oh, perfect. I'd like to have that.
And Absinthos,
thing-
you are paralyzed.
Oh.
As from seemingly from the void around her, these beams emit. Evian and Thamor, you take, this beam is just sapping the life energy from you, dealing necrotic damage. And Absinthos, you hit with this sudden shock as you lose control of all your limbs and flop to the ground. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, but
Ooh.
you are permanently paralyzed.
Can I say in Air Daily Flare that Evian starts screaming when she got bolted?
Sure.
There you go.
Can I use Shadow Nemesis?
Oh, wait. Isn't that the reflect one?
Yeah.
I believe you can.
Oh.
When you take damage,
Yeah.
it will reduce the damage taken by half and lash out against the attack, causing him to take an equal amount of damage. Necrotic damage.
That is true. Yeah. And you're not being looked at, so your armor is active.
And, when she looks at me, she rolls a disadvantage because, I have suddenly just nude except for underwear and my helmet.
Advantage or disadvantage or advantage? Who knows?
What if she gets advantage because she's now hyper focused on that sweet, sweet Thamor booty?
All eyes turn to Thamor.
I mean, he wanted to be a god and adored, right?
Okay.
Not by the void.
Did I have a saving throw on that? Let me double check. I don't think I put a saving throw on it. I think I just basically gave you retaliation.
Yep, you just give me retaliation.
Double check. Yep, once per long rest. Oh, fun. Yep. So yeah, Thamor, as you as your this beam is coming towards you, you summon your armor reflexively to kind of almost guarding in front of you. Where some of it does bleed through and deal 13 points of necrotic to you. Then, your shadows seem to coalesce around it and fire the beam right back at her, and strike her for 27 necrotic.
Oh,
Dang! All right.
I
And
can
she
do that one
she's
more
grinning
time.
at Evian screaming in pain, and before she's blasted by her own beam, and now Furious is kind of side glancing at you, Thamor. Insects, all of you! It is Evian's turn.
All right, so after having her, I guess you said life draining and she's screaming, she'll kind of like stagger on her feet a little and kind of weakly look up at her and like huffing and puffing. And I'm guessing the magic is still looking at me.
Nope, she is currently looking at Zedan. Yeah. So
Fantastic. Okay.
currently, Morani Faye blinks out of existence, and yeah,
Oh, Frey isn't here anymore?
currently in the beam, no.
Okay.
So she is going to do she's going to focus on her Fey Reaper's mark again as a bonus action and then shoot another arrow in her direction. So I'm putting that up there for now. And then
Is her magic bow back?
Yes.
okay. And too many tabs. Sorry. Okay, and then the Fey Reaper's mark is going to be do I want damage or do I want restraint? She's much
May
better.
as well,
She's
may as well damage her. I mean, I don't think that.
yeah, because her restraint's not gonna do much, so
I
might as
mean,
well.
you can keep her pinned so she don't move anywhere.
Restrain also makes any attack against her at advantage.
That's true.
Yes.
Go for it. You convinced me. So yes, instead of
It doesn't hit.
17 doesn't hit.
17 doesn't hit.
17 does not hit.
Oh my god.
Well then.
Well, so if it doesn't hit, that means I haven't used it, right?
No, you've not used the mark because it is on a hit, but
Okay.
unfortunately a 17 is not a hit.
Okay, so I do have a next attack. So hopefully that would hit her. She'll just seeing the first one miss, she'll just go for it again.
I'm gonna give her a cosmic omen.
You currently cannot.
Oh, I can't. I'm in her field of vision. Okay, never mind.
Mhm.
Sorry, I tried.
There you
Anti-magic
go,
eyeballs.
29.
That hits, right?
That
Please
hits.
say 29 hits.
29 misses. I
Rage
intend to
rage
kill you
quit.
all. This is the
Everyone
last.
just roll. Everyone just roll 64 right now.
I'm
64?
29 doesn't hit. I'm clipping this for Reddit. They're gonna kill you.
Gonna cancel you on Twitter for being.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so she'll take 12 points of damage and then she's restrained.
Okay. Yep. All right, and she is restrained.
And then I am going to move. So 15,
I need to grab a pen.
20, 25, 30, 35. I'll go right down here. That's it.
All right. Zedan.
Yes, Yuri.
Oh boy, she's looking at in our general direction or directly at me?
Directly at you.
Stab her. Just do it.
Which, I mean, like I said, the cone is originating from her, so it's catching.
So she's just nullifying all magical influence, like
As
cutting
best as you
off.
can guess, yes.
There's a lot of. Oh boy.
You don't have 40 feet of movement, though, do you?
I have a big stick.
He has a halberd.
Oh, you have 30, so you could get here and then
Yep.
Yeah.
And then swing.
slash. Yeah, do it, man. Albert
Yeah,
go Burr.
well, yep, nothing to be done about it. Let's go in and
That's
take.
fucking the right move.
Advantage. She's restrained.
Yeah, that's the right move.
Swing.
Wing.
Go beat down.
Swing low. Sweet paladin.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
nope.
Wow.
That
Crit
does
damage,
not
though.
hit.
It would have been
Damn.
nice. Hey,
Hey, there you go.
That
Hey.
one does hit.
These freaking dice.
And I'm guessing
Jesus.
I would feel that there's not that same ability to reach for a smite right now. Right?
I mean, you have no magic, so
Okay. Sweet. Yes, let's hit the young girl with a big stick.
Good job, though.
okay. So 14 points of damage. Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of damage so far, jeez Louise. Alright. Morane.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, so if I move out of her field of vision, I got my magic back, right?
I mean, in a meta sense, yes.
Okay, well, okay, I'm gonna move
We should all just run in a big circle around her.
over here.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here. That's my full 30 feet of movement. Then I'm going to pop into my starry form. Oh God.
Your reactions are the best. It's like, you're so in pain.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know which one I want. Ah!
Roll the dice.
just, you know.
Do I want concentration? Or do I want an extra attack? Those are the ones that I'm going between right now.
Extra attack.
Well, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
gonna lose. Yeah, you'll lose either. I don't.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck it, Archer.
Because
Archer, it is.
If you're doing concentration and she hits you with the anti-magic field, I bet it drops.
Yeah, that you're probably right. Okay, so
I don't know that.
So,
you would get
I'm
a
in Archer
Warsaw
form,
streak,
and-
I think.
Don't get
And-
looked at, Elton.
Yeah.
and here we go. Okay. Mm, okay. No
Consternation
one
is real.
freak out just yet. No one walk away from the computer. I am casting Conjure Animals.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, here's what I'm doing though. Just for one, to make sure that Salty doesn't go freaking insane. I'm casting a single CR2.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, I believe they also get dispelled if looked at, so
I'm gonna try it anyway. I have 3 third level spell slots. I'm gonna try it.
okay.
I'm summoning a giant elk.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty.
It is a huge beast. I am sorry.
Does that take up? What is that? Does that take up 2 squares or
It's-
3 squares?
3, I think.
Huge is 3 by
Holy.
3.
That's crazy.
Yo, how big is this elk?
It's a
Giant.
huge beast. So
Giant, man.
It's like a
It's the
giant
biggest elk you've
Oh.
ever fucking seen in your life, is what it is. This is good shit.
let's just see how this goes.
Hopefully the elk
Okay.
doesn't like destroy all the statues and stuff.
Okay, so first things first. Okay, so it rolled a 6 for initiative. Hopefully it lasts long enough for me to be able to actually do anything with it. And I am going to drop it. Let's see. I'm going to drop it right over here.
Um, I get a picture for it, but
A giant elk?
Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, I can't make it pretty, but I'll do. Wait, what?
It doesn't need to be pretty. I just need to know where it is.
There's a Magic the
Why is
Gathering.
it coming
Ooh,
as
wait,
that?
what was that?
Hold on. I mean, I got one. I just need to upload it. I think now if it will let me press buttons.
Normally, you can just drag an image onto the screen and it'll drop it
Yeah, but
off
I have to
somewhere.
save it and find it and do all.
Oh, I think I just sent you one in Discord as well.
Well, what I downloaded is a broken link. Why is it doing that? That's what I tried again and it didn't work. Or apparently it doesn't like mine. But from when mine downloaded as a web image and not a image. Yeah. Where are you dumping it?
I'm going to put it over here.
Over here?
Yeah.
All right.
And I already took my bonus action, so I can't fire an arrow at her, so that's my turn. And I rolled a 6 for initiative on that thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We go to Andros.
Is the keep is right behind me, right? So like right here.
Yeah, behind you.
Awesome token, by the way.
As a bonus action, Andros is gonna pull the flask out from underneath his coat and just reach out like telepathically to it, like, Bonnie, you fucking in there?
There's no response.
Oh.
Oh no. We're fucking dead.
Fuck. I am going to shoot.
I mean,
I think I got to get out of her vision here.
Yeah. Is Spray back, by the way?
Nope, you would have to resummon him.
Oh, shit. Okay.
oh, banished. Wow. Okay.
Which
I
means
mean-
I cannot counterspell, so...
It acts as the principle of a familiar does, in which it is a magical summon entity, and since hit with an anti-magic zone, is dispelled.
Right, I
All right.
gotcha. Okay.
So I moved 20 feet there. Am I out of her vision now?
Yes.
Okay.
Because where she originated it was from the point where Sedan initially was. It was like here.
All right. So as he's running, he's like, "Come on, Bonnie, Bonnie, Bonnie!"
The flask kind of gurgles a little bit before responding, but it's very slurred.
Fuck.
And you notice that in the flask of water, there are clots of mud.
Oh no.
Joyous.
Like a new pack.
All right.
Who dis?
I am going to. All right. I am going to shoot. That puts a damper on things. All right. Let's do. Yeah. Let's just. I will get to here. One moment. Okay. So I will get to here, and as my action, I am going to cast lightning bolt at her.
Okay.
So that would be pew.
singeing the hair on the elk and on Evian and Zidane.
Kind of just, he gets to a point where he's just like cutting in between. He's like, hold yourselves down. And he goes to like bring the heavy arm together and just kind of is like, fuck. He just slams his fist into the ground. And this like line of lightning kind of rips up from the ground.
Okay.
She needs to make a dex save, and I think since she's restrained, does she auto fail or is it a disadvantage?
I believe it's disadvantage because they got rid of a lot of the auto fail
disadvantage
stuff.
on dex save. Yep,
Yeah,
disadvantage on dex saves.
Yeah, like 5e kind of removed a lot of auto fail things, unfortunately.
I think it's just paralyzed. It's really auto fail.
Yeah, there's a couple, but
There's
not many.
incapacitated, like where you have no action at all, it's an auto fail. But if you're like only partially, it's not. Kind of weird. Saving throw at disadvantage. So, well, she rolled 14 twice.
Yes.
Sweet.
30.
That's
Jeez.
nice. That's very nice.
And I'm going to spend a sorcery point to empower that.
Okay.
So I'm going to re-roll the 1 and the 2. So roll 2d6. Let's re-roll those again. Because I can roll up to 5 dice. Come on, dice. Fuck.
One more, make it
All right.
good.
Make the run.
1d6. Am I going to lose damage?
Yes!
No? Okay. So I went from a 1 and a 2, which is 3, to a 3 and a 3, which is 6. So that's 36 total.
Dang, nice. She has taken a lot of damage.
That just means we get to phase 2 quicker, guys.
Yeah, and then as a bonus action, I will quicken a shock bolt. So I will spend 2 more sorcery points and cast a cantrip at her.
Okay.
And it should be at advantage because she's restrained. Goodness.
Fails. All right. And she is going to that massive amount of damage. She is going to burn a legendary action as well to hit you with an eye beam.
Okay. That's not good. I'll take it.
Good shade that she's eyeing you like a tyrant.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm too far away to give you Cosmic Omen, sorry.
It's all right. I don't roll good anyway, so it's not a problem.
Andros, as you fire off this lightning bolt, kind of cursing this blinding flash of light, you think it's from your bolt, perhaps. And as you try and fling the other spell, you look up, and I think it's just very alluring about this girl.
You.
You are charmed.
Okay.
Oh God.
Jailbait.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh man, that was my class feature I should have done. That was the song of whatever it is, where no one that can hear you sing the song can be charmed. Wow, I did not think I would need
remove
that.
my reactions.
It should. It does. It incapacitates you, I believe.
Yes, and okay, gotcha.
Yeah, incapacitated, which means you can't take actions or reactions.
Yep. You are charmed for an hour.
Oh,
Ooh.
dude.
Oh Lord.
This is really bad. Oh, I don't want to.
The prime damage dealer's been charmed. Oh, this is lovely.
Well, charm doesn't mean mind control.
Means he's going to do whatever she wants.
Could. So Andros, he fires this off and then just kind of like stands there and blinks. Lads, why are we fighting this chick? Hello?
I'm not fucking saying anything.
That's my turn. That's all I got.
Okay. The unruly mob of dwarves.
Big damage. Big damage.
Big. They are very fearfully going to try and just mob rush as a
They're gonna
collective.
melee with her? I told them not to. Oh no!
You let them in.
I told them to
points.
range.
Well, okay. They only have one shot at range, so they're going to go at distance and they're going to throw their weapons.
Oh, lovely.
Still too far away.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
They
thank
actually
God.
hit.
Hey!
Oh, thank God.
And they're champions, so they crit on a 19, right? Come on.
I am going to give their collective damage. Let's go with that. 10 points of collective miscellaneous damage between throwing
fucking
hammers,
done.
axes, and whatever Hildred is throwing at the moment.
I will take that every day of the week.
Beer.
Unfortunately, you're all gonna die, but thank you for your 10 hit points of contribution.
Some of you may die,
Yes.
but it is a risk I am willing to take.
isn't the Elk's turn?
Yeah, it's the elk's turn next.
Oh, sorry.
Elk.
Yes,
elk,
it is the elk.
Okay, so
Charge.
yes, that is exactly what's happening. I am exactly 20 feet. I'm 25 feet away, but that's fine. I have 60 feet of movement. The elk is going to charge this thing and make a ram attack.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it gonna hit Zidane and Orlared?
Can take it.
Like,
Oh,
how does that
yeah,
work?
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
small
Here.
target that's between
Death.
another. Because I imagine Ram with that thing, I mean, at least from my head, like, realistically, it's not just coming at you with like a spear, it's literally
Are
coming
we
at you
just
with
shattering
horns.
Olared's statue? Oh no.
Just the way
Okay.
that's the way I see it, is you're literally
Okay.
like its head down ramming.
Okay,
right?
hold on. Let's think about this for a second. Okay, what if I have it move down here first?
Maybe it could jump and clear them.
Also, slightly meta thing, if you charge it into that location, it will be in the range of that magic beam.
In
Like
which
charging it
direction?
here. The initial spot you were trying to go? It
Okay,
would be,
well,
it's a
alright,
big
what if
creature,
I-
so it would actually be caught in the beam.
right. Okay, so how about this? What if I have it just move down like about 25 feet, like to about here, and then have it charge? I've got 60 feet of movement.
Yeah, I could see that. The
Okay.
villagers are going to scramble and mad dash out of the way at the giant elk storming their path, but
Okay.
at least it makes a little more sense.
Yeah, okay, that is what it is doing. So and she's still restrained, right? So I got advantage.
Yeah, still restrained. Hasn't had its turn yet. Okay. Oh, right. I have to move it. So it charges and comes from here.
So
Um,
25.
that hits.
Okay, and because it charged, it takes extra damage. So it is going to take 3d6 plus 4. $15 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
Boink.
You guys are really murdering this thing. All right.
You said this is a giant elk?
Giant
Three to
elk,
three.
yes.
Thaymore.
Yes.
No, actually,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I need to put another d6 in there.
For what?
When it charges, it deals an extra 2d6 damage. Its ram attack is 2d6 damage plus 4, so I only rolled 3d6. It takes 4d6 on a charge attack if it hits. Its charge attack does 2d6 damage. Its ram attack does 2d6 plus 4, so that's 4d6 plus 4 total on a hit.
What? Oh, hold on.
Basically,
Oh,
she
it's
needs
doing 2 attacks.
It's a single attack, but because it charges and it and the
Ye-
charge hits, it takes an extra 2d6 damage.
Oh, I see. Never mind. Okay, I'm reading this back. I'm reading this wrong. I see what you're saying. Okay.
And also, I don't know if there's any reason to actually do this, but because it's already restrained, but it also needs to make a strength check.
It is not. It is immune to prone.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just roll the d6 that I forgot. So that's 2 more. So 17 total.
Okay.
And now I'm done.
Alrighty, Thamor.
Okay, can I say yes finally?
No.
Oh.
Absent thoughts.
5, 10, 15, 20. Perfect. Boop. And I'm going to try and strike her.
All right.
Striker.
You have advantage.
Thamor go burr.
Thamor go burr.
Does not hit.
A
Man.
16 doesn't hit, huh?
Does not. 17 missed as
Okay.
well.
Precision
before,
attack.
So.
Precision attack.
Yeah, let's fix that very quickly.
Battle Masters.
So it's still a D8, I believe, for my dice. So
Come on, 1. Oh.
Once again.
Well, that hits then.
Was a 21, right?
Yep, that's a 21 now.
All right, 21 hits. Marking it down.
8 points of damage. What else? 'Cause I
trying to keep
imagine that's
track
not the
here.
end of Thamor.
Oh, never.
Thamor just falls over dead.
Perfect.
The end of Thamor.
Wow.
Okay.
That's not even a crit? Jesus Christ. That was close. Okay.
Oh, and also the bonus attack. Oh, look, I can reroll that.
I don't
Mean the
think it
damage?
hit.
The damage, I can reroll the damage.
Yeah, but
It didn't hit though.
Oh, it didn't hit.
Noko's gotten so used to just everything hitting.
He's just used to not even looking at
I wonder
the
if I can fit
D20
that
roll.
too.
He just
he's like, I push this button and then they do damage.
and then damage happens. The other rolls are inconsequential. I am Thamor.
Oh, damn it.
They're there for flavor on how badly I kill it.
Oops.
If you
Well,
kill
I
her,
guess that's that.
if you
Are you
kill her, I'm
throwing
gonna
a
give you
superiority
so
die
many
into it
wounds.
again? Because currently the 15 does not hit.
It's just 5 damage. Nah.
I thought you said you get to reroll the damage on a 1 or whatever.
But he didn't hit with it, so
He
he's
did
not gonna do
not
it.
hit, so.
Yeah.
I was saying if you roll the superiority die, or are you saying the superiority dies will allow you to roll the damage?
No. The spirit giant just allows me to, roll on my attacks. The other one's just my
Great
feature.
weapon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fighter
Great Weapon
side.
Master. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, that one misses. There you go.
Okay. Anything else? Any more fighter shenanigans of
Action.
attacking, doing nothing but attacking?
Sure, why not?
Yes!
Okay, I'll slap you again.
Yes!
Do it again!
Do
Might
it for
as
me,
well.
because I get to roll a con save. And that's it.
Yay!
Oh, hey, look, I can reroll the crit. I can reroll the crit.
Oh my god!
Wait, why are you re-rolling another
It's
10?
a 1 or a
Yeah,
2.
Yep, 1 or 2. I can reroll.
Can you
He's re-rolling the crit.
can you re-roll a crit? Because that's
It's a
additional
damage
damage.
die.
That's not.
He
does
rolled
that
it
work?
too.
Damage die.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
damage
it's a
die
damage
that's been
die.
rolled.
Okay.
Goodness. Anymore.
So fucking broken, dude.
You think
We
this is
need broken right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more?
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
I-
another one.
He gets 4 attacks.
I do not get my
Oh my
bonus
God.
attack, sadly. Actually,
You don't
do I get my bonus attack? Or no?
No, you just get an action.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
She
my
dies.
throat.
You think that Battle Master's broken to the Noko players? Just Watch what he might do if he got Echo Knight. That shit's scary. There's stuff that you can do with Echo Knight.
8, 13,
I'm having fun watching
21, and
what he does
7.
here.
No ghost
I'm also
escape.
gonna add this onto it.
Oh my
Just for
god.
extra damage.
Up against Olarid statue. Awesome.
There's nowhere for her to go.
I mean, you
Wall.
could shove her into
Don't break
Zidane's arms.
Don't break Olred though.
Please don't break Olarid, though.
Yeah,
6 extra
she's-
damage.
Oh, you're adding more damage to the damage. Okay. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Um.
So 13,
Fuck. Okay.
23,
You guys
13.
have dealt 190 points of damage to this thing.
It's not
What?
dead yet.
No, phase 2.
I did expect it to get through maybe 2 turn orders. I didn't expect to get through 1.
How do you want to
Jesus
do this?
Louise. No. Mostly because yes, there's going to be 2. You guys know me long enough that that's not the end. She has a health threshold to hit. But
Oh.
yeah, as Thamor is just wailing on her after she's been trampled on by a giant elk, shot by arrows, shot with lightning, shot with all manner of things at this point. She is starting to kind of look around wildly and kind of screeches out. And her eyes turn black as she starts like screaming and yelling in a language like in this tone again that you've heard before from Absinthos, that you've heard from Arestamore.
Is it abyssal or infernal?
Abyssal.
I know abyssal.
I also do. I know
You're paralyzed.
It's still
no, I
here.
don't know Abyssal.
Well,
I'm
it's-
paralyzed.
Yeah, it's abyssal mixed with again incantations to the void. So like you hear breaks and pieces of like a pact made, a pact made, a pact made. Before her form seems to break and shatter, you see these purple lines, cracks forming along her features. And you just hear her then shout after her skin now glowing with the runic symbols that you've seen so commonly now, demarking those of the void. She just stares, eyes blazing, this black darkness that seemed to be leaking from her eyes. I will have my vengeance. Mother will pay, all will pay, none. None of you are worthy. Deserve. Stop me. And as she does so, her form fades.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Oh,
What
hi.
the fuck?
A
Oh
big
my
guy.
god.
No longer a sister anymore.
What the fuck is that?
Am I still paralyzed?
That
It
is
is technically
horrifying.
moved.
Well, go ahead and make a quick roll. Since it would be technically your turn, just go ahead and make a quick roll to see if you break it or not. This is another
Con save, right?
con save, yes.
Cosmic Omen. Take a d6. I'm in range.
Can you do that as a reaction to something?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a reaction.
All right. That
It's
is
an 18 pass.
yes, that is a pass.
Okay. Woo.
So you kind of stumble out of your paralysis as she's doing this. And as she's muttering and saying this into the void, the area around you starts to warp and break. And very similar to the vision you saw a long while ago, you see this tear start to form in the area around you. And everything starts to glow a bright red as everything seems to just shatter at the seams. It looks like everywhere you look, reality seems to break like glass around you.
Always good.
And as it's falling apart, the marks on your arms glow and seem to coat you in a very thin layer of glowing light before everything around you shatters. Where is my
So we're all dead now? Absinthoss was the BBEG all along?
Yes, the BBEG self-paralyzed himself as a clever act of trickery.
That was just your chrysalis stage.
My crystal stage looks exactly like mine.
now
I
you've
hope so.
you've emerged a butterfly of doom. And you
Second, I don't know where
instinctively
my file
cast
went.
shatter reality, and now everybody's dead.
Yeah.
Cast Dark Star.
Yeah,
Was it Tensor's transformation?
something like that.
True polymorph, something like that.
One
Kind
second.
of
as I try
expect
and
these villagers to freaking
fix my
run
map.
at some point here.
Sorry, I think I broke my map.
Uh-oh.
The map?
Yeah, I built a map here, but I think it broke. So I was trying to set it up. Did not get. All right.
Oh, like you have it. Oh, cool.
Well, I'll have to fix that from scratch, but I'll just load this in. But did we lose someone?
It's
think
the
it was
chip
Chip.
bot.
Oh, right, we have the bot in the chat.
I think he's trying to find a good song.
Yeah, that token's really terrifying. Good job.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
that's my nightmare fuel for the next few nights.
It is a, well, I mean, if you haven't already figured out, Void Beholder.
Void Beholder.
Well, now it is.
I caught the beholder from the rays and the
Anti-magic,
icon.
Yep.
What other craziness does it have for us?
Time to bully and poke in the eye.
Just
No,
keep
no, but
poking.
just with your finger. Just poke.
The Gek treatment.
Hey, I am Thamor!
If I got close enough, would you give me advantage on a dex check to throw a plank bean in its mouth?
Oh God.
Oh no!
What could go wrong?
No, throw a point bean. Throw it into my mouth.
No, you can't throw it in your mouth, Thamor. Your
Davor's gonna make
helmet's
a
always on.
reaction check if he does that to jump in halfway the bean.
No, it's like a Scooby snack.
We'll
It's
have
like
to
a
fix this
Scooby
map
snack.
in a
You
bit.
toss you toss the Scooby snack at the monster, and then that's how you get Thamor to go.
Oh, this
What
map
is
looks
going
familiar.
on?
Oh,
Oh, ooh!
Kind of, sort of familiar.
Oh.
I think the grids got messed up a little.
Oh my.
Yeah, the grid's messed up, unfortunately.
Oh my god, Absinthoss, you're...
No. For whatever reasons, like I said, I broke my map when I was trying to scale things on this, so I got to redo it. Because I tried reloading it, and it made everything really funky. Because...
How come I came out normal sized?
Huh?
I put my token on over here. I came out normal sized.
You know why? Ooh, geez, no, that's not what I wanted.
I'm still on the map.
Can you
know
make
why?
the
I'm the only
map?
one left.
Can you make the
No.
map wider? That might fix the.
No, the
scrunchiness.
scaling also was because I was putting you guys in the wrong. I was putting you guys in the background.
Oh, it was
that
more
makes
just.
sense.
You were putting us
Yes.
on the map layer.
I was putting you on the map layer, so scaling you to the map, not the grid.
Oh, I was more talking just the map in general. If you made the total grid size of the scene wider, it
Oh.
might reduce some of the scrunching if you didn't want the scrunching.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
might
just
make
turn
it
the
a
grid
little
off.
bigger. I might make it a little bit bigger. I guess I could. If I turn the grid off, though, you guys will be able to move around easily on it.
Yeah. Well, you
It-
just have to.
I
Like,
think it
keep...
still maintains like the where you are on the screen, like
Yeah,
from
we'll
a
still be-
distance.
Yeah, we might not be
standpoint.
able to see it, but the grid will still
Ooh,
be there.
jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry for the
Marani
very-
falls to her death.
Yeah, sorry for the anticlimactic part of this.
No,
That's
okay.
okay. Roll
is-
20. It's just roll 20 things.
Yeah,
Just roll 20 things.
just roll 20 things. There we go. That looks better. But
We're just all hovering in space. Woo!
no, you guys are around that circle, that kind of central
Okay.
circle there, where you last were in your positions.
So
It's my
I was
eldest
like,
one.
So
I
I'm
was
up
like
there.
way over here, something around here.
Yeah.
Thamor and Zidane and the elk have fallen in the hole.
Yep. Looks like it.
Do I still
What
have
about-
my elk, or is the elk gone?
Jesus, it got bigger.
The elk is there, but it seems to be suffering from the effects of this realm.
Oh, good.
Oh,
So you
boy.
notice that the edges of it are starting to kind of fray away, and you see purplish, like, courses of energy seem to be cracking into it.
How about my
Oh.
clothing?
And I think we'll pick up from here next time in terms of what's going to happen here, because it's going to turn into a bit of a phase 2.
Nice.
Oh
Who
dear.
used to be playing
Dude.
as a Gan movie character?
4 more hours right now.
One more hour.
We can get it done in an hour.
Probably
So-
more like 30 minutes.
But the
So did it save the turn order?
yes, it saved my turn order. The only thing that's not going to be the same really are the villagers did not come with you. Grumbar did not come with you.
No, the
elf-
bullet sponges.
Dwarf Voltron, we needed you.
Dwarf
Damn it.
Voltron.
They were helping too, damn it. Also,
They
I
did
wanted to
good.
see them die horribly.
I think
Hey,
they
wait,
did some
you got
damage.
red here.
I wasn't
good
quite
cult
expecting
leader.
that much damage in a single turn. Holy fuck, I forgot how strong characters are.
We really did 190?
Yes,
Because I know I
That-
did 36, and Thamor added it up to 57.
plus 27 from his reflection.
Bro, I didn't even.
Oh, I
I
forgot
didn't
the
even,
reflection.
I didn't even cast a I didn't even do any damage. I just casted
I did
invisibility and
I
ran
think,
away.
I think
You did
Evian.
10 damage to the mob. You brought the
think-
mob to play.
Well, that's
I think
true.
Evian actually tossing the restraint out.
That was big.
Was
Restraining
huge.
bolt.
That was big. The freaking restrain giving it has an AC.
That,
Well,
yeah,
it
that
had
was
an AC
clutch.
of 18, so it would have had a freaking high AC.
Mm-hmm.
But
Thamor.
I guess you guys got lucky with its rolls on what it rolled for its raise as well, to an extent.
I'd
Oh,
be
that's right.
very, very hurt.
I'm charmed. Hey guys,
You
guess what?
Well, so my turn is next, and you might not be turned after my turn.
If it doesn't work, then you'll have a halberd to the face.
Hard
Wow,
to
how
reset.
charmed works.
That's what that's
You
called.
can't be
Far
charmed if you're
scarier than
dead.
the boss damage, by the way, is having Thamor attack you.
Yeah, if Thamor
Godly
ever gets turned,
reset.
we just run. We just run if Thamor gets turned.
Fortunately, the token doesn't do this image justice. I love this image I found for her. Let's see if I can just pull up the full image of her, because it's so freaking cool.
Give us the image.
I like how the mouth actually blows apart in 4 areas instead of like top bottom. It's got like little side things.
This is horrifying. I
I
mean,
love it.
Trust me, this is like
amazing.
half the reason why I wanted to build this encounter the way it is. This is her